Those of you who have been on the channel for years will recognize that as my standard traveling piece for taking off in a plane. It's always a nice theme. And good morning, everybody. I am Big Orange, top of the morning to you on a fine St. Patty's Day with the Missy Jenn wearing green today. This is got the green on his smiley face. Morning, Missy Jenn. Looking fetching as usual. Morning, Tina Thomas, Cobra John, Ishmael. How are you? Shannon, Ali, Pally. Special shout out to Francis. You know, Missy Jenn, year in, year out, as I'm well into year 6 on YouTube now. It's worth remembering that Francis started about the same time that a little bit, I think, before I did. And Francis Magina is an incredible friend to you and I for years. And I just think what a beautiful thing and what a blessing to have somebody like Francis. Is almost Francis is like, what would you say, the ideal friend. Good morning, 60s. Frances does her own thing, lives her life down in Florida. But she's always been one to accept a person for who they are and never be judgmental about who somebody associates with. Yes, can have opinions about things. But Frances, good morning, Uber Goober, Dory Lane, and Carl, and Misdemeanor. But she is, hey, Vegas Vixen. She is one of those people that takes you right on as you and isolates her love for you or dislike for you in the person that you are. And for you, Frances, we don't often do it here. I want to reach out on this St. Patrick's Day and just say with much love in my heart, it's awesome to have your friendship. I can't wait to see you down in Florida. You can cook up some beef hot soup, have some good times down there. You're awesome. You are every definition of what a friend should be, and is. And I love you for that. So let's get down to it. It is St. Patrick's Day. Another one here on the channel. Hello, low profile. And what's going on? Hey, Jen. Another big stream yesterday. Want to do a big thank you to those of you who were on. It certainly has turned into a big event on Saturday. It seems like wherever I'm going, when I'm just in this between time when I'm waiting to travel, and of course this has been extended out for another month, probably till May, but that's a good thing. Missy Jenn gets her next round of infusion, and that's a wonderful thing. This also marks, I think, day 12 of day 12 of no drinking for me. This is something I never thought. Just about 1/3 through. Hello, Cornholio. Hello, Kim C. Just about 1/3 of the way through my pledge to give up alcohol for the month of Lent, and feeling pretty good. Not feeling a lot different, but it's been exciting. But I want to thank the people that were on the stream yesterday. You get big streams like that, and they're a lot of fun. They are a blast. I think we topped out at 220 people on the stream yesterday, and you'll get kind of mixed things from people that, well, you should go take us there. Good morning, Carol. You should go take us here. You should go take us there. We don't want to see this part of America. And you do a quick poll of your side chat of people watching on your mobile stream. Press 69 if you enjoy this kind of content, and kaboom. You're just flooded with the stream of 69s on it. People, I know what people want to see on YouTube. I know what people want to hear. And I've been gearing my channel more and more towards that. And now what's really exciting on these streams is you'll have people come up and just what they call snipe. S-N-I-P-E. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Hit that 69 if you like that content. They will come up and snipe, S-N-I-P-E, your stream. That means you will be walking down the street and someone will come along and say, hey, aren't you Rosie O'Kelly? And this is the beauty of IRL, in real life streaming. Uber goober lady. 36. Hey, Joey D.
Hi, Joey.
Aaron Gobra. Ian Bigora from the O'Kelly girl. Happy St. Patty's Day. He was sweet. That's the greatest thing. That is like the ultimate thing that can happen in real life streams is you come up, somebody, what's happened to us before, in our recorded videos, often happens to us. In Walmarts, in whatever, somebody comes up to, hey, don't I know you? And it's really
scary all of a sudden. I know
hey,
you.
I know you.
Whoa.
I don't know you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Put your hands on your head. Turn around. Let me frisk you.
They don't know me, but they know her. Thank God.
Right, Dory Lynn, put your hands on your head, turn around, face the wall. Let me frisk you first. Anyway, we had such a snipe yesterday. Wonderful guy named Robert, who knew me through moonshining, and we will be doing a spring shine run sometime. And also through the vintage audio. And he said, I have a nice SX1250, really nice receiver I'd like to have fixed. That's cool. That's a good deal. So thank you to Robert. He made it a lot of fun. You know, you have that text to speech. I'm carrying the big Bluetooth speaker, and it makes it so fun. Yeah, and people donate a few dollars if they want to hear it, but all of a sudden, you know, you'll be in a McDonald's, bump, bada, bump, bump, bum. Time for Narsa's 1,500 calorie lunch. Everybody in the whole place is looking, and Robert doesn't know what to make of this. I mean, all of a sudden he's in the deep end of the pool with this streaming. Thank you, Mike Jetson. He's he's like, what the hell did I land in? Number one, he's walking out. You know, you tell he's not real comfortable walking down the streets. Whereas I could just stretch out on that bus stop bench like the guy I woke up that I thought was dead on the bench in the stream. Yes, I could be just fine down there. Right? Not a care in the world. But Robert was a little... But he found himself in the deep end of the pool with the IRL stream and with the people, hundreds of people on the side chat. I mean, it was overwhelming for him, but it was awesome too. And he went back and jumped on the stream later, which was great. So thank you, Robert. It was nice to meet you. You have an invitation up to the Rancho. I will be down in Richmond, not Virginia. Richmond on the East Bay next Saturday, maybe. If not, I will be back in Oakland again because there is so much good stuff to explore in Oakland. It's a little gamier as a solo artist down there than in a duet like with Narsa, but it's a lot of fun. Yeah, that poor woman, glad you gave her a few. We will hear from Robert. You know, the thing, darling, is people that come in my life tend to stay in my life. You know, they tend to become somewhat of fixtures, and Robert is not that far away, less than an hour away. So it would be really fun to see him up on the ranch. Thank you, Cassidy, and thank you for your wonderful support and everybody's wonderful support. Yeah, Kitten Cat is unparalleled when it comes to one-liners and things. It makes it fun. It's the one thing that I have landed on. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But anyway, Robert, thank you very much for your kindness and taking time to drive down and snipe the stream. It was great to have you on. And you seem like a really cool guy. Really cool guy, steps up to and takes care of his mom, who has a lot of medical needs. And that's a great thing. I want to thank Roxana, too, our friend Roxana P. here, who's always in our live for years. She loves the Georgie, and she sent some doggy treats. What do we got? Break an egg recipe.
He loves those, by the way.
Loves those. Shameless Pets made with Reese, soft baked doggies. Grain, corn, soy, and artificial. I don't know. It's good stuff.
It's all natural, no artificial stuff in it.
I can verify I've eaten one of them by accident.
Really
They're good
stuff.
And then we have the Alpo T-Bones filet mignon flavor. And this is just what Roxanne does. She also donates tremendous. It's almost a silent toy drive. You know, we did the toys for tots.
Yeah.
And because we did it public, 2 years ago, we kind of took a lot of flack. Oh, you're just doing it for just abuse. And now we just do it quietly and silently. And she has donated a tremendous amount of toys for the Christmas donation. Okay, Francis Sten Eckberg, you've got a new healthy channel. Yeah, take the doggies to the park. Yeah, Sean the Brit heading over to the UK. Make sure you take some video. And Roxana also sent.
Yeah, she sent some. She sent a pack of socks that have one pair has paw prints on them, and she's left a little note with that. She said, "I hope you get to feel better, Missy Jenn." So, thank you very much. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's with the lighting today.
So we've had this box, I think, a few days now.
Yeah, I want to say thanks to... hey, Vicky, how are you doing,
if Rosie wants to have a couple of pairs here or something. A couple of pairs.
I got a fancy for the old broad.
So
it's right up your alley. You're the queen.
So thank you so much, Roxanne. In regards to the reason why you sent these, I'm doing much better.
What the hell's with this thing?
And so I want to thank you very much for these. And of course, Georgie always loves all the treats that you send because
my
you
pockets speak,
you always send high quality, great snickerdoodles, and he loves them, especially these here. He's been munching away for days on those, and I haven't opened the apple yet, but he loves those, and he will love the T-bone steak apple as well. So much love from the Georgie boy. He's in bed, he's sleeping. This morning he actually,
what a life.
He got up, he ate his breakfast, he went to the bathroom, and he then went back to bed under the covers and went back to sleep. He did have a rough night, actually, so he is now catching up.
He had a rough night.
So, but thank you, much love from the Georgie boy and me.
Maybe I should send the valet.
And from the Rosie girl.
Maybe I should send the valet in to see if he needs anything bedside today.
Well, the Georgie boy is getting in his age. He's now 8. You know, 8 by 37, add that up.
Yeah, what am I, the old broad creeping down
It's
some ghetto?
He's 56. He's almost your age. I mean, can you imagine? You know how he feels.
Look at me, man. I'm out there still punching them out on the daily.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you, Roxana, for that. Good morning, Prancer.
He's got 4 legs.
Mike G, what's
legs.
going on, my friend? Good morning to you. Georgie is living a life, Cassidy. I want to tell you, he's living a life. Living large.
Then we got mornings he just isn't up to par, and then he will get back on the bed, and then he wants to like get back under the covers, and then I'll cover
I have to give him a deep tissue massage,
and then he'll sleep another hour. It's just some of these days, you know.
Cassidy, when I'm an old broad, will you come into my?
I will not begrudge him that, you know.
You give me a deep tissue massage, Cassidy.
So, he's my kid, you know. He's like my son, so.
Oh, man. Good morning, Robin. How are you? Yeah, I know my pockets peek out of these shorts, but that's just the way these.
Yeah, they're supposed to stick out.
Yeah, it's like my American flags here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. Yeah, it's kind of kooky looking.
I'd show you my green underwear, but I can't do that. So
that's it.
All right. So thank you again, once again, very humbly. It's much appreciated, Roxana.
All right. So thank you, Roxana. And as usual, Mr. Z, unbelievably, he sent us another Mr. Z and the crew in Las Vegas.
Big box.
Sit on the floor there.
Big box.
Big box.
Huge
unbelievable.
box.
Thank you, Polly. Thank you.
It is a big box.
Big box. And show them what Mr. Z sent for my first beer. I'm going to use it.
The box said, enjoy your first beer. And so that slipped out. It's here. It's a...
Here's the good friend.
So people can actually see what it is.
Special. The beer will pour.
Please bear with me.
Tonight. Let it be low and brow.
I would like for you.
Remember that commercial? You get your hand in there, you're going to get it stuck, and then I have to smash the glass.
Yeah.
That's my whole treat.
Because I got these big ass hands.
When you were in Germany, you slugged these things all the time.
This is from Munich, actually, an authentic Humpen from Munich. It's for you. Yeah, it's what they call a Humpen.
Humpen and a Stumpen from Munich.
It's a Löwenbräu.
How do you say that in German? Lowenbrow, we call it.
Löwenbräu.
Löwenbräu. Look at this baby.
It's got the lion on there.
And I'm going to tell you what.
And it's an authentic from Munich. It says München.
On Easter Sunday.
Beer Humpen.
I'm going to fill this son bitch up on a live stream. It's probably like a half.
And you have to drink it all in one thing.
No. I ain't never going to do that. I ain't no beer hole.
You have to in one. Zigga zagga, hoy, hoy, hoy.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Gurgle that all the way down in one.
Lowenbrow since 1383.
Yes. It goes way back.
Almost 700 years of brewing.
Living, boy, yeah.
They were living the high life.
They were living the high life, just like the knights back in the day. That's right.
Look at that, man. Am I going to party? What do you think about that, Cassidy? Too bad look at Dory Lynn. Too bad it won't be used for 29 days. He's so cheery. Thank you, Dory Lynn. I love you, honey. I'm going to paddle your bum when I see you next time.
Let's set it over there.
Set that there.
Mr. Z came through in a big way right there.
Mr. Z shines through. Nick Mad, how you doing? Oh, Shrimpy Shrimp. Good morning. How you doing today?
Here's a book from Heilbronn.
Which is?
Heilbronn is a city in Germany.
Now, Mr. Z speaks fluent German, correct?
Yeah.
He's very highly intelligent and articulate.
We spoke some German when we were in Vegas, and it's got a lot of architectural pictures in here of the cathedral in Heilbronn and old buildings and historical stuff from Heilbronn. So it's a really nice book that he sent for me. So thank you, Mr. Z, for this beautiful book.
If I fill that with beer and just beer all bikini girl, you know. Cut, you did it wrong. Let's do it again. Then we got these patches.
Let's see, this already came on. There's 2 patches in here that these are
he's
for
got
you.
service patches for the military.
Yeah, here's patches. One was in here.
Oh, let me fix this. Hold on a minute, guys.
The Immelmann.
Hold on. Yeah, there we go. I hate that thing.
The Immelmann 511 is for me. It's got the flying owl on it. This is a German division that I think went to Iraq, if I'm not mistaken, the 511. And it said on there the Immelmann F4 Squadron.
You got it from a pilot?
It's a pilot. It's a F4 Squadron, and they might have flown in either Iraq or they might have just flown in Germany. But this is for me, and the Rosie girl's got 2 really nice patches.
This is really cool, guys. This is really cool. Look at this. This is called the Bad Boys of Baghdad, the 37th Tactical Fighter Wing, the Nighthawks. Look at this thing with the flying over Baghdad. You can see the minaret. Red, white, and blue. Remember the Air Force. Fly, fight, win. He who controls the air wins right there. Isn't that cool? Right over those old buildings in Baghdad there. That is pretty damn cool. Yeah, Mr. Z is military. And then the 37th wing, it's a little harder to see. It's not very colorful, but it's a
Yeah, that's actually the tactical version that you cannot see.
Yeah, that's not for show. It's for
they have. You can get every patch pretty much as a tactical version, which is like not visible. So this is first of all a letter about this item here.
You can hold it up while I describe it. Rosie, this genie bottle I obtained when I was a security guard at the New Aladdin in 2000. It is now the Planet Hollywood. It was designed as a drink container, hence the hole for a straw. Plus the neck separates from the base. Enjoy. Isn't that pretty cool? Do, 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 do. The way that separates their drinks. Isn't that cool? Well, I have to get my belly dance, my genie outfit. Do that. Yeah, it's got the thing, the Aladdin. So this thing is like a real collector's item. How you doing, Jaded? Isn't that beautiful? Unbelievable. That's Mr. Z, his whole crew down there. Can't wait to see Mr. Z. He'll probably be our first trip, Jen, after you get your week will probably go down.
After my infusion,
you're clear after a week or so. We'll head down.
We will do one trip together before you head out on your big own adventures. Rosie and me will do one trip together, and that will be to see Mr. Z and the crew and his crew, and it'll be a great pleasure to
hang out
with Mr. Z again and actually meet the crew for the first time.
That's it. Let's thank you, Mr. Z, for your wonderful courtesy as usual. Is that back door open? Because I think
it's
getting ready. Narsa is going to be rolling out in a minute. For the Bergs, I wanted to talk about the Bergs a minute. And the Bergs, let me get a refill on my coffee real quick. Buenos dias, man. Let's throw that stuff right in, Narsa. We're going to go on the screen.
Are y'all ice for me?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, today is the day that Narsa is gonna leave the Rancho and head out to get back to work. Good morning, Marshall. Nice to see you. I would like to just say thank you to you for your concerns about being out there at the cliff. I do appreciate your concerns, so I want to just say thank you, because I know you meant that sincerely, so thank you. I hope you're doing well, and I think you're in Georgia right now. Hope the weather is good, and you're having a good time, so thumbs up to you.
I just messaged them this morning. I was ready for rolling hours. They said, all right, yeah, that longer, you're going to be driving now. And they said, well, they sent the message afterwards. They said, please call me asking for a load. When we have loads, we will send them to you. As you all know, today's Sunday. Very slow. All right, well, here's no rush to roll out. We're going to roll down there. Probably.
So I hope everybody's doing well. Cassidy, Dorlin, and Francis. It's always nice to see Francis. Michelle, Pecan Baby, Dorlin. He is going to leave today sometime. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on this shoot here, because I have a phone call to make. I always have now every Sunday phone calls coming in.
Laundry time for the boy.
Yeah, this week I'm going to have a hangout again Thursday.
Woo. All right. Yeah, we're going to crack knuckles for the goodbye. Good morning, Cesar. Good morning, Marshall. How are you? I wanted to talk about Bergs for a couple minutes here. And just some advice for Bergs. You're kind of on a good track. Bergs is making his own content now. You know, the Murphy family and some other stuff. It's some pretty funny stuff. But Bergs, the one thing you got to understand, you get all bent out of shape because there's people that are supportive on the streams in a big way. The chairman of the board, Norm F. The King of Holland, Steph Offenberg. You got a lot of people, though. The Cassidy Hamptons, Missy Jenn jumping on supporting. We cannot control that, okay, any more than Elvis can control what happens. I've said it before and I've said it again. If you go out there and if you do content, and if you put the content, of course, if you try to put the content, the cart of content before the horse, then you're going to have I'll probably screwed that up. If you try to put the cart of money before the horse of content, you're going to have a problem. In other words, you've got to do the content. You got to invest the time. You can't bang on people and berate people and say, you got to, I'm disappointed because, I'm playing a song or three and people aren't supporting that. It's not your place to guide people and to cajole people. It's your place to produce content, and then whatever flows from that. I can't explain people's motivations. I can't explain why their chairman of the board, Norm F., is such a big supporter of mine and Elvis. Who can explain it? Or the great Steph Offenberg from Amsterdam, from over in Holland. Who knows? But I do know this. I would never, ever go on a stream and talk about, oh, I just did this, this double shoot with Narsa, and, you should support, you should do this, you should do that. The reality is that turns people off. Okay? That turns people off. Now, I'm not talking about the way that Marshall does his thing. I don't care how he does it his own way. But I will say this. When you do a stream and you do bring the content, or you do take the time to produce a nice video like Out on the Coast, a cinematic video, people enjoy stepping up and saying, thank you, job well done. And once in a while, somebody will throw a tip your way. Be grateful for that. Don't let that be your expectation. Well, I'm not going to do this because I'm not being rewarded for that. That's the wrong way to approach things. Be positive. If you had to do 20 hangouts in a row and not get a thin dime, you better do the 21st with a smile on your face and a genuine good feeling in your heart. Okay? That's the best advice that I can give you. Okay? That's my very best. You get what you give. Exactly. Yes, YouTube is for fun, not money. And if money comes your way, then you're a very lucky person indeed. Okay? If you demand tips or hold your content, people won't respect. Exactly. Trust in people. Believe in people. But remember, YouTube is free. It's a platform for sharing and having fun. And whether, I don't know, something like 29 tips were given on the stream yesterday. Okay. That's 29 people that did not have to do that, but did that. But if nobody gave yesterday, would it have diminished the fun of the stream to me? No, not one bit. Not one bit. Set back door closed. Thank you. Yeah, not into verbal. So I think he's kind of come around. I'd just like to see him move forward in a positive way. And pocket watching is not a good thing. So it's always appreciative when you get something, but it's not why YouTube exists. Okay, so just my best advice is stay on a positive track and do your own thing. Now, which brings me to doing your own thing. The greatest fun you have on YouTube, and this is what I tell my friends that feel like they're crossed up with other people and they can't, alliances, friendships, and things like that. In my opinion, you'll only really be, and I'm not saying you treat other people with disrespect, treat people respectfully, but do your own thing. Do your own thing. Don't try to imitate somebody else. Don't try to recreate somebody else's content. The way you'll make your way forward is to do your own original content. Find your own angle on things and do your own thing. This is so critical for making yourself feel good about yourself. Because if you try to duplicate other people's content, do the things that they do, duplicate their mannerisms, be them, then you'll always be seen as just existing in their shadow. Do your own thing, create your own content. Force yourself to be creative. Find a new angle on things. Do your own thing. That's right, hippie. Everyone has to find their own authentic way of getting their content out. Now, if you're a big content provider like me, you get kind of used to the flow of a lot of content on a daily basis. And some people, I don't watch it all, I just watch one, it's fine. Some people like the occasional cinematic, some people like this, some people, you know, a lot of people love the IRL in real life streams on the street because of the unpredictable nature and the fact that you're taking people where they would not go themselves because they have sense in their head to stay out of those areas. So it's an angle that I choose to carve out and have fun. Good morning, Pam. Good morning. So I'm also saying too, if you let one or two people, say you're doing a live stream like yesterday, you'll have somebody that'll pop in and say, I hate these streams. You should be taking this out to you should be doing a view of the Golden Gate Bridge, or you should be, you know, down at Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco. Yeah, I'll get there. Someday, maybe. But see, most people can do that tourist thing. Most people have a visual idea in their head of what the Golden Gate Bridge looks like. Or Fisherman's Wharf, or Chinatown, which would be cool. But what people don't have an idea in their head. How you doing, Glenn? Thank you, Pam. What people don't know about is the places that they would never dream of going. So when this person popped on the stream yesterday and said, hey, Harvey, that I don't like these, I don't like this, you should be going out showing a tourist area, that would be a good stream. I quickly polled the side chat, and I come to find out that the overwhelming majority of people, by virtue of the fact that they're there, enjoy that kind of content, doing your own thing. And then you attract additional people that only ever watch IRL streams due to the unpredictable nature of it. To me, they're the greatest. Thank you, Cassidy. Woo, Cassidy Hampton. Rosie exudes positivity. It's fun and makes you feel good to watch her. That's the key. And be grateful. And Cassidy Hampton knows if she never tipped another dime on this channel in support of these streams, and thank you, if she never tipped another dime on this stream, she would know in her heart that she would be as welcome as if she came in here and dumped $1,000 on the stream. Why? Because she could be a lot of other places on YouTube doing a lot of other things with family and friends, and she chooses to be here. And I love her for that. She is positivity and fun and beauty all in one package. Tortures the boys, yes. But she's a lot of fun. And she knows in her heart, if she never tipped out another penny, that she would be as welcome on this stream as any and everybody. And that's what makes it so fun. So doing your own thing is its own reward. I guess that's what I'm trying to tell people like Bergs. If you're playing a guitar and you're cranking out music and you're thinking to yourself, I'm working for these people. Just think to yourself, if you're busking on the street as a busker with your guitar case open and you're playing tunes, would you grab somebody that came by and stood there for 2 minutes and grab them by the collar and push them up against the wall and say, you got to support me? Doesn't work like that. Hey, Oda May, you get what you get. Hey, Pamela. Thank you, Susie. You get what you get when you're busking. Or else you'll be arrested and you'll be prohibited from doing it anymore. The only thing that's going to sustain you is if you enjoy playing, whether there's 100 people there or nobody there. Bring the passion for it. How you doing, Miss Crafty? Ooh, your furniture's almost done. Vegas fixing. Awesome. Doing your own thing. That's what people want to see. They understand if you bring a passion to it or if you don't bring a passion to it. Okay? Or if they're simply being seen as a money tree that you just shake and hope that something falls out. Now, Narsa, how you doing, Vanessa? Nice to see you, beautiful. I and Bigora, happy St. Patty's Day. I'm doing good. Let's see, Vegas Fixin says, hey, Radar's channel. Vegas Fixin says, have you ever owned a pink dining room table? I have not. I have not. Thank you, Flaming Dragon. Flaming Dragon says, wonderful how you cherish and have connected with Narsa. He will benefit by knowing someone believes in him. We all need that in our lives, exactly. Which brings us to Narsa. As he gets ready to get those big 26.5-inch wheels rolling out there and hitting the road again, heading out to wait for this dispatcher to set him up with another pickup, chasing Georgie around. It's always a delight to see. Yeah, I'll give you an update on the RV search, Glenn. It's always a delight, though. George, chasing that dog in. It's always a delight to spend time with him. And I know he's often seen under the shadow of his uncle, who's a bigger-than-life personality here on YouTube. But I think if there's one way, if there's one thing that Narsa is going to take away from his visit here, the one thing he's going to take away from his visit is that he will be his own person going forward. Before he came here, Missy Jenn, I don't think he really had any idea of a direction to go or how you capitalize on your life to create YouTube content.
Hi, Papa Grizz.
Hey, Papa Grizz, happy St. Patty's Day.
Yep.
Now he has a million ideas of content that he can bring.
Yep.
And they say, well, there's a million trucker channels out there. But there's not a million channels that'll have his particular spin on trucking. And that's what makes it cool. While he was here, he picked up a ton of new subs. Got treated like a king around here. But he exudes a lot of positivity now. And it's our hope, Missy Jenn and I, yeah, they'll be backsliding once in a while. You got to remember, family is family. But just remember, he is an individual, and judge him by his own merits and what he does. Okay, Mr. Z, we gave you the big shout out. Yeah, Narsa's prime for guidance and follows directions well. So we have a lot of hope for that. But remember, like everybody else, like Elvis, like Bergs, like me or Missy Jenn, they need to be judged. Each needs to be judged on their own merits, not by what other people say about us or him or them.
It's Nomadic Nar.
Yeah, Nomadic Nar. You know, we can't control what comes out of other people's mouths. And, oh, you know, Rosie, you said Narsa would be this and be that. Narsa's his own person. He's a man now. He's responsible for what comes out of his own mouth, good or bad. And although it seems to be a fine tradition many times on YouTube to hold somebody else responsible, to hold you responsible for what somebody else says, it's on them, not me or anybody else. We make our own decisions and make our own judgments. Yeah, you don't pick your family, you pick your friends. I don't even know. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you. I appreciate that. Some people completely changed their opinion about Narsa. Some people walked away from the channel and said, farewell, Rosie. I'm not going to do it with this crew. And that's their choice, too. That's their right to. But I would tell people again, you've got free choice. Anybody that has a channel knows that on a daily basis, some people sub up and some people unsub and move on. Because why? Because your channel doesn't stay static. It continues moving on. Thank you, Vegas Fixin'. Let me just take care of this for a minute. Yeah, please sub up to Mr. Z too. He is now
a content creator.
A
quality content creator.
Yeah, quality. I will be binge watching his material here. And I suggest that you do the same, Mr. Z. And I can't wait, Mr. Z, to see you in Las Vegas again. That's going to be great. Cesar says, Rosie, my love, heart. Why do people not like Narsa? Most people like Narsa, but you have to remember, Narsa has a history. But as a younger person of rolling down the road with the king. And when you're a young age, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, honey. Hashtag Michelle. Thank you, sweetie. Hello, Monique. And if somebody just put a link to Mr. Z's channel, that would be great. See, yeah, that would be awesome. You can get a glimpse into Mr. Z's life and the things that make him tick. And he's more than just another letter we add. I don't want to call it to the wing pool mafia, but he's more than just another letter of the alphabet that we add to our lives. Mr. X, Mr. Y, Mr. Z. He's a great guy. Good morning, Tom.
Tom.
If you're not getting notifications, unsubscribe to the channel, resubscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and where it says you'll have a drop-down menu. Make sure you highlight notifications on all activities for the channel. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, he and Randy would get along great. So we're looking forward, as soon as we can get down there and as soon as Missy Jenn is clear from her infusion, we'll be heading down to Vegas because it'll be nice before it gets wretchedly hot in June. May is a wonderful time to go down. So we're looking forward to that. We're really looking forward to that. So I'm very happy to have had Narsa come. This is really his Missy Jenn and I know some people don't like. He calls us Auntie Jen and Auntie Rosie, but he's only 23 years old. I know for a lot of you, well, I was in the military at 18 and it was on my second tour of duty by 23. Well, we all have different experiences. But here's a kid at age 21 was there, got his CDL in hand and hit the road. And when people see him at trucking terminals and things, they look at him and tell him, son, are you the coffee fetching boy around here? Go get me a cup of coffee. And he says, sir, I'm a trucker like you and a 2-year trucker. Gets that immediate respect. I don't fetch anybody's coffee. I'm a trucker. What we all need in life is some friends, some guidance, some friendship. And he's still young enough to benefit from that. But remember, he's still part of a family. And when he individually feels like family is maligned, rightly or wrongly, then it's not unusual that he's going to jump to the defense and sometimes take that offense. Mouse Toes, how are you, sweetie? But even after he's come here and had his visit, just remember this. What comes out of his mouth, just like Elvis, just like Bergs, just like me, just like Missy Jenn, it's on each of them as individuals to be responsible, not me. Right. But there'll be certain people that's, oh, you see what Narsa said today, there's your boy, there's your nephew, blah, blah, blah.
Everybody needs to sweep their own front door first.
Do your own thing. Be responsible for what comes out of your own mouth, because that's been the beautiful thing for me in 2019. I no longer take any responsibility for what comes out of anybody else's mouth. I don't allow myself to be burdened with the cross of their mouthpiece. And that's been a beautiful thing. And when they say, Rosie, you wouldn't believe this said this, that said that. How can you blah, blah, blah. I'll say, thank you very much. You got to take that up with them directly. Drop them an email and tell them in detail how you feel about what they said. And ask them, him or her, to change behavior. I'm not in the behavior modification business anymore. I've happily retired for that. I'll leave that to the YouTube psychologists, the social justice warriors, the people that come on here that are always sour no matter what's going on. I'll leave it to them to take care of that. And for anybody else that labors under that shadow of that, you'll never really be happy if you're trying to take responsibility for what everybody else says. Ooh, how could you have said, ooh, we got to change that. I've said before, and I've gone up this roller coaster of up and down. I really do believe that you can't change somebody's basic nature. If somebody's a happy person and a positive person, they're going to be that way in life. Unless something really strange, traumatic brain injury, drug interaction, PTSD, they're probably going to remain a happy person. Maybe Alzheimer's or overtake them. They will lose their God-given bubbliness and personality. The same way as if somebody has been soured in life and they perceive that the whole world has done them wrong at every turn and every bend, they got screwed again. Their nature is going to be very sour. Thank you, Vinny. This guy. Vinny, yeah, my down payment for my YouTube psychologist. And it's a good time as we end this stream to do as Vinny said. The best 3 words I heard in 2019 came from that man. And that man doesn't always dig who I associate with. Probably has questions about scripting. Questions about judgment. But the one thing that Vinny G understands intimately is this is YouTube. And the best thing you can be is you be you. And I've always given credit to Vinny for that. Or else you're not going to like this place very much. So with that, I want to thank everybody that was supportive on the stream. We have more content coming up. Friday night restaurant reviews with guest reviewer Narsa. We have Narsa's trip up to the burn areas to see how we're doing a year and a half after the Great Santa Rosa fire, where 6,000 homes were lost in 6 hours. Taking him around to take in some of that. Some more video content coming up. With that, I want to wish everybody a very, very happy St. Patrick's Day and much love to all of you. Thank you, everybody.